Hello and welcome to the Madhouse with you, boy Jessie. It is so good to have you here with me today. My name is Jessie, and I am an American man living here in the beautiful, sunny islands of the Philippines. Now, you might think moving to a tropical paradise would be complicated, full of big changes, and maybe even a little bit of chaos. And you would be right, it can be a madhouse sometimes. But I found something surprising here. My Catholic faith gave me some simple tools, some little habits that made my life feel less crazy and a whole lot more peaceful. It's like finding a quiet little chapel in the middle of a busy, noisy market. I want to share these habits with you today. Think of me as your friendly teacher, the kind who smiles a lot and maybe tells a few silly jokes. We are going to talk about how our big, beautiful Catholic faith calls us to live with less stuff and a lot more love. It's not about getting rid of everything you own or living in a cave, I promise. It's about making small changes that clear out the clutter in our homes and, more importantly, in our hearts. These are things anyone can do, no matter where you live. They are small keys that unlock a big, peaceful room in your soul. These 10 habits are not some grand, difficult secret. They are simple, practical things you can start doing today. Now, you might be asking, Jessie, why does the Catholic Church care if I have a lot of stuff? That is a fantastic question, my friends. The answer is simple and beautiful. Our faith teaches us that the things of this world are temporary. They are like beautiful flowers, here today, gone tomorrow. What lasts forever is our love for God and our love for our neighbor. When we have too many things, our hearts can get crowded. It becomes hard to hear God's gentle voice when our minds are full of worries about our cars, our clothes, or our big screen TVs. It's like trying to listen to a whisper during a rock concert. The church calls this idea detachment. It does not mean we cannot have nice things. It means our happiness should not be attached to those things. We are called to be good stewards, caretakers of everything God has given us. This includes our money, our homes, and our possessions. We are asked to use them wisely and to share them generously. Think of it like this. God is the owner of a big, beautiful garden. He has asked us to take care of it for Him. We should enjoy the fruits of the garden, but also remember to share them with others who are hungry and to keep the garden healthy for the future. There is a powerful gospel story. Jesus tells a rich young man to sell all his possessions and give the money to the poor. The young man goes away sad because he had many possessions. Jesus was offering true freedom, showing that his stuff owned him, not the other way around. All right, let's get practical. Here is the very first habit, the easiest one to start. It is simply this: before you check your phone, before you think about your busy day, just say a quiet hello to God. That's it. Good morning, Lord. Thank you for this day. Or make the sign of the cross. This little habit takes maybe 10 seconds, but it changes the entire direction of your day. It is like setting the compass of your heart toward God right from the very beginning. Instead of starting your day with the world's noise, you start it with God's peace. Here in the Philippines, the sun comes up early and bright. I love to wake up and look out the window for a moment. I see the colors in the sky. I hear the roosters crowing. They are loud. I just say, thank you, God. This simple act of gratitude reminds me this day is a gift, not earned, but given by a loving Father. This is tied to the Catholic idea of sanctifying the day, making our day holy by offering it to God. By starting with Him, we invite Him into every part of our day, our work, our family time, our challenges, our joys. It turns a normal Tuesday into an opportunity to walk with God. It sets a tone of peace and purpose. You'll be surprised how this tiny habit can give you strength when the day gets crazy. Here is our second habit, and this one is for all you folks who, like me, sometimes end up with a little too much stuff. It is called the one in, one out rule. It is very simple. Every time you bring something new into your home, pick one similar item to give away. Did you buy a new shirt? Great. Now, go to your closet and pick one shirt to donate. Did you get a new coffee mug? Fantastic. It is time to say goodbye to an old one. This little rule is like having a gentle gatekeeper for your home, preventing the clutter from piling up. This habit has been a lifesaver for me, especially living in a smaller space here on the island. Things can get crowded fast. It forces me to be mindful about what I bring into my life. Before I buy something new, I have to ask myself, is this worth getting rid of something I already own? Many times the answer is no. This simple practice helps me fight against consumerism. It is a practical way to practice the Catholic virtue of detachment we talked about earlier. It keeps my possessions from possessing me. This habit is a beautiful exercise in stewardship. We are called to be good managers of the resources God has given us. When we have closets overflowing with clothes we never wear or cupboards full of gadgets we never use, those items could be used by someone else who truly needs them. The one-in, one-out rule helps us circulate our goods. The shirt I donate might keep someone warm. The book I give away might bring someone joy or knowledge. Try it out. You will start to feel lighter. Your home will feel more peaceful and organized. You are sharing your blessings with others. Now for our third habit. This one might be the hardest for many of us because it involves giving away something you can never get back. It is the habit of giving away your time. In our busy world, time feels more valuable than money. We are always rushing from one thing to the next. But our Catholic faith calls us to be generous, and that includes being generous with our time. Set aside a piece of your week to give to someone else with no expectation of getting anything in return. Here in the Philippines, I see this habit lived out in the most beautiful ways. People have a wonderful sense of community. If a neighbor is sick, they show up. They bring food. They sit with the person. They help with the children. They give their time. Being present with someone is one of the greatest gifts you can give. This could mean volunteering at your parish, visiting an elderly person who is lonely, helping a young family that is feeling overwhelmed. This habit is a direct answer to Jesus' call to love our neighbor. Remember the corporal works of mercy? Feeding the hungry, visiting the sick, comforting the sorrowful. These are not just nice ideas, they are a to-do list for every Catholic, and almost all of them require us to give our time. When we volunteer, we are giving our time to look another person in the eye and show them they are seen and valued. This is how we meet Christ in others. So, look at your schedule for this week. Where is there a small window of time you can give away? Maybe it is just 1 hour, to call a friend, watch a neighbor's kids, or simply listen. It does not have to be a grand gesture. Giving your undivided attention is holy. It simplifies your life by shifting focus from your own problems to the needs of others. It builds community and fills your heart with lasting joy. All right, our fourth habit takes us into the kitchen. I call this one eating like a monk, but don't worry, it's not all bread and water. Here in the Philippines, I am surrounded by the most amazing food, especially the sweet mangoes. This habit is not about restriction, it is about simplicity and gratitude. Choose simple, wholesome meals, rice, fish, vegetables. Appreciate the food itself, not the fancy preparation. This helps us practice temperance, moderation, and self-control. In a world with endless choices, fast food, and gourmet temptations, it connects us to fasting, not punishment, but simplifying our physical needs to notice our spiritual needs. Living on an island, many meals are fresh and local. Fish caught this morning, vegetables from a neighbor's garden. Knowing where food comes from fosters gratitude. Before a meal, we say grace, and simple eating makes that prayer more meaningful. Try 1 or 2 simple dinners a week. Put away distractions, phone, television. Focus on the food and the people you are sharing it with. Taste the flavors. Be grateful for the nourishment. You will find simple meals are satisfying, reduce stress, improve health, and cultivate gratitude for God's daily provisions. A delicious way to grow in faith. Our fifth and final habit for today is about reclaiming our rest. It is the habit of having a quiet Sabbath. In our modern world, Sunday can often feel just like any other day. We run errands, we catch up on work, we fill it with activities. God gave us the Sabbath for a reason. He commanded us to keep it holy. This does not just mean going to Mass, though that is the most important part. It also means making Sunday a day of true rest, a day to delight in God, delight in our families, delight in creation. It is a day to recharge our souls. Here in the Philippines, Sunday still has a special feeling. The pace slows down. After Mass, families gather for a big lunch. People take naps. They spend time talking and laughing. I've tried to adopt this. After I fulfill my Sunday obligation at Mass, I try to avoid work, shopping, stressful chores. Instead, I read a good book, take a walk on the beach, have an unhurried conversation with a friend. It is a deliberate choice to be, not just to do. An act of trust that God will take care of things. The world will not fall apart if we rest one day. Protect your day. Plan for leisure, not for labor. Turn off notifications. Get outside and enjoy God's creation. Spend quality time with those you love. You will find that honoring the Sabbath makes the rest of the week more fruitful and less stressful. This ancient habit is a gift from God, a simple way to bring profound peace and order into our very modern, very busy lives. You know, an amazing thing happens when you start to practice these simple habits. Your life does not just get quieter on the inside, it also gets richer on the outside. Living simply opens up your heart and your hands to the people around you. When you are not so worried about getting more stuff or being super busy all the time, you suddenly have more to give, more time, more energy, more love. I see this clearly in my Filipino neighborhood, a spirit of bayanihan, working together as a community. If someone's roof gets damaged in a storm, you do not see one person fixing it. You see a whole group of neighbors show up. No questions asked. They share their tools, their strength, their time. Because their lives are not overly cluttered, they can respond to needs. Their wealth is not in what they own, but in the strength of their relationships. This is what the church calls solidarity. We are all one family, the family of God. We are responsible for each other. When we live more simply, we can practice solidarity. Saving on meals means more to share. A quiet Sabbath means more energy to help. The habits of simplicity are for the good of the whole community. Love for God naturally flows into love for your neighbor. When your heart is not full of worldly worries, it is free to be filled with compassion. You start to see with the eyes of Christ, notice needs, and desire to help. Living simply is not isolating. It connects you more deeply with the people God has placed in your life. Well, friends, we have walked a good path together today. We have talked about simple Catholic habits that bring peace into our crazy modern lives. Saying a quick hello to God, being mindful of our possessions, giving our time, eating simply, honoring our day of rest. They help us clear out the clutter so we can focus on what truly matters, loving God, loving our neighbor. Now, I have a little invitation for you. You don't have to do all of these at once, that would not be simple. My challenge, pick just one. Which habit spoke to your heart? Try it for 1 week. Just one habit for 1 week. See how it feels. Notice the small changes in your heart and in your home. I would love to hear from you. Comment below which habit you will try. Share any simple habit that helped you live your faith. We can all learn from each other. If this helped you, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell so we can keep walking this path together from the Philippines to wherever you are. Thank you for spending this time with me. Remember, living a big faith starts with small steps. Be patient with yourself. Be joyful in the journey. And as always, friends, know that you are valuable and you matter. God bless and peace.